Hello, hello, souls of the living. My name's Rain, and today we are doing something a little different. Jaiden Animations. Yeah, we're watching a Jaiden Animations. We're reacting to her first time playing a Digimon game. Jaiden is a Pokemon fan, like 100%. Like, she does videos on them all the time. If you haven't checked out her content, she is amazing. She is an amazing animator, an amazing YouTuber. She's great. She's hilarious. I have loved almost every single one of her videos I've watched just because of how funny they are. They're really, really good, so you should check them out. I am a Digimon fan. I have played most of the games. I grew up with the show and that kind of stuff. I even played some of the RPGs and gotcha games. Like, I mean, they're cool, they're fun. I prefer them over Pokemon. I know everyone, most people are the other way around, but yeah, that's just me. Sorry to crush your hopes and dreams or whatever, but we're gonna get started. I'm super excited. Let's go.
I know absolutely nothing about Digimon. Pokemon is my entire life, so why would I?
Just look how good the animation is. Every time she does a video, it's always better. And I know I'm already stopping. I'm sorry, but I did want to guess. It doesn't say what Digimon game she's playing, so I'm gonna guess it's Cyber Sleuth or World Next Order, just because I'm pretty sure those are the only two games that most people in the community say are good. Most of the PlayStation games, let's be real, they're not that great. They're not. So who knows? We'll see.
I need to branch out. Well, I happen to be a very open-minded person, and the only way to prove that is to play a Digimon game for the first time.
Okay.
I wanted to see if, putting all my bias aside, I could bridge the gap between the two, and they could live together in harmony in my tiny little brain hobby drawer. So thus began my journey on finding the perfect Digimon game to start out with. At first, I didn't think that would be a difficult feat. Every community kind of has the general consensus on what media is best to consume as a newcomer, right? All it takes is a quick Google search, I play what the internet people tell me, and now I'm a Digimoner. Well, apparently not
that
here.
does not work that way.
I've come to realize that it's a bit complicated for them.
90% of them are trash.
Threads upon threads of people trying to agree on what Digimon game is even good in the first place. Pretty much every comment I read said something along the lines of, this game is pretty good. Yeah, except for these things. Or,
I mean,
this game
World's
is great,
not bad.
If you can look past these
World Next Order is pretty good.
mechanics.
I actually did play through.
Every time I thought I had a
it's
lead
fun.
on a game, I would look further into it and realize a lot of
Except for
people
you can't actually control your Digimon, which is annoying.
And it wasn't even angry
They kind of do the
complaining,
fighting and you
it
just
seemed
keep
like
them
I
alive.
walked in on a fandom that has just been hurt over and over, and they're really trying to hang on to something and believe in the good of the franchise, but they've just been put through a lot. You know, kind of like the Sonic fandom. I've never had to do so much research just to find a single game in a franchise.
That's so true. Pokemon is like Mario. And Digimon is like Sonic, just because the games are so random. So random. There's never a consistent theme for any of the games. There was one, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was World 4. There were no humans in it. It was just Digimon, and instead of fighting with their powers, they fought with swords. With swords! They are monsters with claws! Why?
That people can just all agree is good. People were talking about how they like Digimon World, but apparently it's like a tedious and frustrating Tamagotchi game where you just start over if they die. Digimon World 2
and you have to feed
is
them,
apparently
take
a
them to the
dungeon
bathroom.
crawler, but extremely grindy and complicated.
I've never
I
played
read
that
a lot
one.
of people complaining about it just being bland. People said Digimon World 3 is a typical RPG, but the battles get
I haven't played
tiring
this
and
one yet
annoying.
either.
Lots of backtracking and never feeling like you get anywhere. Digimon World 4, Digimon
Hey!
World Championship, the list goes on, con after con.
So
I
Cyber
spent
Sleuth.
multiple
She's gonna play
research
Cyber Sleuth.
sessions
Okay.
searching, even opted for a last-ditch effort by asking Twitter. Everyone was saying different things. No one seemed to be able to agree that there was just one game that was overall good and easy to start with. And Digimon fandom, if there truly is a good game out there, you guys need to start pitching the franchise better. You made this difficult. I will say it
everyone
like
trashes the
majority of
games,
people
but then
enjoyed
everyone
Digimon
plays them.
Cyber Sleuth. But the thing is, That's not really the type of game I wanted to play for the channel. It looks like it's got more of a Persona 5
I
vibe.
mean, yeah,
It
it's
focuses more on
turn-based
the story
combat
and
and it's a story
characters and
game,
stuff.
so
That's just what I've read. I don't know. Either way, it wasn't the fit for what I'm looking for. I'm sure I would love
So
it
what'd
as a
you
casual
play?
playthrough, but it just didn't hit
One of
my
the DS
constant check
games
list.
or one of the
All
Switch
this
games?
research led me to a game I decided to settle on. Digimon World
Oh.
Dawn. It didn't seem perfect. I saw complaints.
Oh,
but I thought,
no.
you know, it seemed like the same amount of complaints others.
It's good. It's not great. I played Digimon World Dusk when I was a kid growing up, and I actually recently played Dawn, like back in college or something, just because I wanted to see what like the other side was about. But oh man, there's like an hour. There's like an hour of main story, and it's separated between so many tedious tasks that have nothing to do with what actually is happening, and there's so much grinding, and everything is a maze. You get lost everywhere. I think you even get lost in the town, the main town. I hated that game. Oh my god. It was fun, like the gameplay was fun, but it sucked.
Digimon games were getting, and there were enough people talking positively
I
about
guess
it.
I understand why
figured I
she
could
said
look
she
past
hated
the
it. I just
criticisms
realized
made.
the title was Pokemon fan plays Digimon and hated it. Oh
Maybe
no.
if I
Oh
was aware
no,
of it
Jaiden.
beforehand, they wouldn't bother me too
Not
much.
all the
And
games
plus,
are
I
like
thought it
this.
looked nice.
You
I like
just
the
picked
pixel
like
art,
the
and I'm a
worst.
sucker for good pixel art. So after all
You just
that,
picked the
all the
worst.
research, knowing the flaws beforehand, having a positive mental attitude, I settled on a good enough Digimon game, right?
No.
Something at least playable, right?
No. No. Oh no. Ads. Why? Why now?
As much as I want to say yes, this was one of, if not the most miserable video game experiences
I called it.
I've
I called
ever
that shit.
forced myself to go through. And that isn't even as a biased Pokemon player. That's as an enjoyer of fun.
It's
I
fun,
was
fun,
aware
run.
of Digimon World Dawn's criticisms. I knew what I was getting myself into. Yet despite all the warnings, all the positive outlooks, all of the manifesting to be able to frolic hand in hand with both the Digimon and Pokemon franchise,
It's good from a battle perspective. It's good because it has more Digimon in it than most every other game combined. And it was for DS, and it came out in like 2003. It was a good game for the time, but it's so much grinding. It's so much grinding. It's like one of the original Pokemon games on like triple steroids because you need millions of EXP to level up. It's ridiculous. I understand why she just like hated it. I understand.
together in a beautiful field of 1,000 sunflowers. It was just awful. It started out lighthearted. I tried to put my name in and realized they only allow 5 characters for the main character's
Oh, 2007.
name.
Never mind.
So I'm Jaiden. Before any gameplay, I'm given 4 different
I went
packs
balance
of 3
pack with
Digimon.
Angelomon.
The balance pack, attack pack, speed pack, and the Japanese pack. And honestly, I was shocked to see how huge and powerful they all looked. Look at these big men. Pokemon starters don't look like this. This is awesome. I chose the attack pack because the big worm guy was my favorite. And then the game forces me to nickname all my Digimon. It's not an option, and if I try to name them their original Digimon names, I can't, because they don't give me enough characters.
His name's Sunmon.
Again, out of everything I read about this game, this is hilariously not mentioned in anyone's criticism list. I don't know if it's a Digimon thing, or I don't know. So here I, Jaiden, am with my Charmon, Tony Tiger, and Big Worm. I'm not even given a chance to
Tony
breathe
Tiger,
before I'm thrown
freaking
into
Guilmon.
this Digimon
I guess
gang
it's
tournament,
Growlmon,
having
but
to fight for my
gonna be
Digimon
a
and friends'
Guilmon.
lives and glory in an environment I'm not even sure how to comprehend. Like, first of all, where are we? This sure doesn't look like the States.
You're
Or
on the server.
Japan, I think. Also,
It's
what
kind
is
of like
a
in
Digimon?
between
I
worlds.
win by figuring
It
it out,
explains
kind
that,
of, not
actually.
really. Still don't know what's going on, and then win a few more times before the tournament is over, and our team or gang or something, Light Fang, is the winner. Yay, Jaiden!
They say
You
team,
won the
but it's a
tournament
gang.
for us.
If
What?
you try to leave, they cut
Oh my
you.
god, what the is that? In a complete twist in the story direction, a genuinely terrifying virus of death spawns and starts turning all the Digimon into
Literally
Digi
3
eggs,
seconds after you start the
including
game.
mine. I checked my guys, and Charmon is the same. Tony Tiger is a bit smaller, but Big Worm is a dinosaur now. He's not a big worm anymore.
Agumon.
Now his cleverly tailored nickname doesn't make any sense. How was I supposed to know I was getting fully grown Digi-Guys, and they were gonna turn them back to small Digi-Guys again, and
Their
Big
eyes.
Worm starts off as a lizard? That's like the opposite of how evolution works. I knew I didn't know anything about Digimon, but after the past 5 minutes, I've realized I am completely out
He has
of
a
my
knife.
element. I go up and fight the horrific demon virus that I'm IRL scared of, and despite still not knowing what the hell I'm doing, I end up winning, even with my little Digi-Babies. The virus deuces out, and the head of the Lightfang clan, this Glare guy.
He has
his name is
Ophanimon.
Glare.
Ophanimon
It's
is
like, this
actually
so weird.
one of the best
Go
Digimon
climb
ever.
a mountain and look around or something.
so pretty.
I guess. I'm sent out to look for
She's
virus
just one of my
clues
favorite,
at
actually,
Login
but
Mountain
just-
and run into my
She's
Lightfang
pretty.
friend Kenpa, who's like, I don't know what happened. We got here and all the wild
I remember
Digimon
this.
started attacking me and the other members. They left me behind to be mauled with no escape equipment. I'm fine now, but I think I'm just gonna
They
go back
do.
to the
They
city."
do. They just
She
like
does
push
that,
this
and
girl
I
in
start
front of the
traversing
monsters
mountain.
and leave
this
her
is where I
to
experienced my
die.
first complaint that everyone was talking about in this game. All the dungeons and areas and stuff are mazes.
I called
They're all
it.
mazes with absolutely bonkers wild Digimon encounter rates. You don't have a mini map to know where you're going or where you even are any point of the dungeon, and there's no item to avoid the random encounters. Basically, I am realizing this is like
Actually,
playing
there
a
are.
Pokemon game, but the whole
There
game
are
is a
items
maze.
to,
You never know where you are because
stop
maps don't exist.
from being attacked from
Everything
lower levels
is
and
wild
stuff.
grass, and there's no repels. I think
It's just the item shop. The item shop is inside the equipment shop, and it took me like halfway through the game to know it existed. I just kind of was walking around talking to NPCs, and that's how I found it. Like it's not even with the counter or anything. It's just a random Digimon in the shop, or maybe there is a counter. I think there's like 4 counters or whatever in there. There is an item. Um, but you have to be so high level to, I think, unlock some of the stuff, so...
chose the wrong game. I end up stumbling my way to the top of the mountain. At least I think it's the top. I have no idea where I am and never will. And the other 2 guys who left a defenseless little girl to be roasted over a Digifire are getting beat up by a Digi-Eagle. I knocked the bird in the head hard enough to make him come to his senses, and he apologizes for being mean, which is more than I expected, to be fair. And the guys are saved. By the way, I didn't know that Digimon spoke. I didn't know that.
Oh
they
yeah,
spoke
they're
to
partners.
people
It's
and
not like
talked
Pokemon,
and
whether you're
interacted.
slaves.
It's weird
Usually have
to
1
me.
to 3
And I never quite got
partners
over it. We returned to the
who
city
work
and
with
everyone's
you
like, "Great
and
job,
can
Jaiden."
totally
And then
just like,
suddenly
oh,
I'm
you're
left
abusive,
alone with
I'm out.
absolutely no idea what to do or how to continue.
You don't
progressing.
own them.
I'm trying to figure out if I have to like talk to someone or walk into the right room and someone's like, Jaiden, we're all being traumatically and irreversibly turned into Digi-Eggs over here. Or
I don't
something.
remember
don't
that.
know. And I do want to make sure you guys know that even the main hub is a maze. The amount of time I spent trying to figure out where I even am in the supposed safe space of the city overworld was pure comedy and frustration.
I
Why
think
is
Dawn
everything
is
in this
actually
game
better than
perfectly
Dusk. I
designed
think the Dusk
to try
City
and make
is
me
worse.
never open my DS ever again? I am just wandering around, walking in what I am 60% sure is a circle, left in the dark on what actions I need to take to keep playing a game I no longer want to play. I look it up and figure out that if I want to progress the story, I need to earn it. I
Yeah.
have to walk into this building, talk to the Digi-Clerks, and complete multiple useless side quests that have nothing to do with anything to unlock another chunk of the main game. And let's not forget, all the dungeons are mazes. I said that already, but I want to reiterate. I have to go through mazes, sometimes multiple times, to unlock the important maze. But only for a little bit, after I earn just a biscuit, just a crumb of that sweet, sweet story nectar. I'm humbled yet again by being told to go play more errand boy in more pointless mazes.
Yeah, that's true. Like, there's not really a story in Dawn and Dusk. It's really just evil virus attacks the city, do a couple hours of mini quests and stuff. Well, not hours, but it's like a half hour of doing side quests. Um, fight a boss, I think, in a mountain or something like that. That the virus attached itself to. Do an hour this time of side missions. Fight bigger boss that has to do with the main story. Do 2 hours. It like keeps doubling of how much grinding and stuff you have to do, and then eventually you get to like the team leaders are mind controlled and they have virus versions of their Digimon now, which are stronger and way cooler, honestly. And then you have to go inside the virtual world and fight the virus itself. Yeah, like that's it. Like that's the whole story. You kill it, game's over. But honestly though, the game is fun if it wasn't so mazy. Like it's just it is a lot of grinding. I understand why she hated it. I would never play this game again.
As the cycle continues. Surely this game is not serious. Surely this game didn't get an overall average to decent rating on multiple game review sites. Surely the people who said this game was pretty good, all things considered, were secret enemies hoping to pull innocent victims into their dark, dark digiweb, to break the weak or torture the strong. What is going on? Am I the only one who thinks this game was meant to be given to hostages to torture information out of them? I'm 3 hours in and I'm straight up ready to spill my mother's maiden name.
I agree with you.
I still don't even know how to play the thing or what a Digimon is, because no, I do not want to read a Bible's worth of tutorials. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the first person to use a Nintendo DS to kill a man. Let me cut this whole show short and just tell you the entire non-fluff plot of the game. Evil Fountain of Youth of Death virus.
Fountain of Youth of Death.
Digi-eggs. Lightfang Clan thinks Nightcrow Clan is behind it because their chief is acting strange. Nightcrow Clan thinks Lightfang Clan is behind it because their chief is acting strange. The two realize neither of them are behind it because they've been mind controlled to act strange. They find out there's an evil Digimon virus thing behind it all. Jaiden beats it up. It fades away and credits roll immediately.
Oh, well, that's not the whole. Another ad, really? 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 I'm not cutting this out. I'm sorry, there's too many ads. Why?
How long did it take me to experience?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
15 in-game hours.
And
I was cheating.
It took me like 6.
I was using
she was cheating. Okay, I was gonna say it took me like 60.
And ibuprofen. That time could have easily tripled if I was being a good little squeaky clean angel playing the game in its purest, most intended form. But if I did that, I would have thrown myself into the ocean. And even using all the resources I could find, it still was not a fun experience. Here's a clip of me trying to read a guide after my 5th time of being completely lost in a maze dungeon. If you've unlocked the macro sea, go there and head south, then go up and right to head to the south path leading to another screen, then go left after another screen, then go to the big bridge looking thing on the left. If you don't have the key, head south. Oh my god.
I didn't understand any of that.
No. I didn't either.
I'm freaking out, dude. Not only was I subjected to maze after maze after maze, wild encounter after wild encounter, but throughout all of that, the game still expected me to do a cement mixer amount of grinding. No way, Jose! Do you know how many layers deep this agony cake is already?
Agony
you want
cake.
More? Sir, I am but a husk. As you can see, there's not a molecule of serotonin, dopamine, or endorphins in this lifeless body. There is nothing left for you to take. You have created a human raisin. I'm really sorry, Digimon fans. I really have nothing against Digimon as a whole. In fact, I absolutely loved a lot of the Digimon designs. When it comes to monsters and creatures, I have to admit, I am an edgy bitch. So I absorbed those guys wait. So I absorbed those guys.
I would just like to point out that she stops to say that she likes literal Satan's design in Digimon, because this is Lucamon, also known as Lucifer. She's just like, I'm an edgy bitch. I like this one. The devil.
Edgy bitch. So I absorbed those guys like they were a little puddle of muddy water in a scorching barren desert. Because metaphorically speaking, That's what they really were to me. Look at all these fellas! I'm surrounded by everything
Rise
I could ever want in a
Greymon.
monster. Pokemon could never. Maybe
War
Aggron. I even
Growlmon.
got Big Wormback. He's my
Black,
friend
I think?
forever. Despite all my efforts, I chose the wrong Digimon.
You
game.
did.
I really did try. I'm sorry I didn't play Cyber Sleuth.
You would have
I didn't know
loved
the other
Cyber Sleuth,
option was
Jaiden.
1,000
You would have
punches
loved
to the
Cyber
skull.
Sleuth.
Regardless of the pain this game
Or
has
World
inflicted
Next
on
Order.
me,
World
I
Next
can,
Order is very laid
against
back.
all odds, say I am coming out of this experience a bit of a Digimon enjoyer. Maybe I still don't know a single thing about any of it, but I have some favorite guys. I think they're cool. This
Virgimon.
evil game somehow didn't tarnish my view on Digimon as a franchise. I am damaged. but
The
I
skull.
forgive. One day I will play Cyber Sleuth and hopefully be able to commit to being a fully fledged Digimon fan. That's how I think it works.
Terriermon
Until
on all
then,
fours.
Digimoners, I'm worried about you. Please seek therapy. Hello, thank you for watching another video.
Oh, Jaiden,
If
that
you're
was
still
so
here-
good. The animation was amazing as always. I know you said that you're okay with people reacting to your videos, so I appreciate it. Um, yeah, guys, you don't understand. I feel like she went easy on Digimon Dawn and Dusk. They're fun if you take them slow. I imagine she probably did this whole game in a weekend or something so she could make this video, because obviously animating it takes a very long time. Yeah, I think I played it over the course of like 3 weeks, and maybe even more than that. And I still thought it would just dragged. But overall, Jaiden, that was such a good video. I appreciate you. You're amazing. I do hope you play Cyber Sleuth though, just so your the way you see Digimon isn't completely tarnished forever. Hacker's Memory is even better than Cyber Sleuth though, so just saying, you should play that one. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, it's been Rain, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!